turn. Now turn. Now turn. Are you watching? Keep your eyes on the road. Too much. Too much. Too much. Okay, straight. No. Hey guys, this week on the Homestead, we are moving into the pole barn. So we are prepping for winter and we are getting the pole barn ready and we can't wait to let you see it.
I gotta say, I'm sitting by the fire right now and I'm like burning up. So I think we're gonna be good.
It's gonna work. Still working on some windows on the solar shed, reusing a lot of lumber that's already on the property. You'll see what happened to my head.
He's got several scars now just from, yeah.
I probably need a hard hat. What else?
Hey, my mom came for her first visit. That was exciting. Yes, she helped a ton on getting this pole barn cleaned out.
So you're gonna see how we closed in the pole barn. A total of 8 doors. It may sound crazy, but it actually worked out.
And then we also did some cleaning up around the property, did a little bit of pruning. You also got the hot water heater going.
Yeah.
And the
furnace and the hot water heater in the camper were not working, but we got it working this week. So that's a plus because we needed it.
Yes,
we
did.
A hot shower has
rejuvenated the soul.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so as it gets colder, we have 2 major issues with the camper right now, both involving our gas. So neither the hot water heater or the furnace that heats the camper is working. But I do know the gas line is working because the stove in the camper works great. But somewhere along the way, those 2 things are not igniting. The hot water heater and the furnace both have their own pilot light. So we're gonna troubleshoot this and see if we can get it working. Okay, so I just reset the whole system and it's working great now. So it's just been a while probably since it's been used. So I was able to reset the whole thing and now we are blowing hot air. The gas is lit and we got hot air going inside. So one problem down. Next is the hot water heater. All right, we're running. Look at that. That's hot water right there, guys. Fixing the hot water heater, look.
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
So all it needed was a hard reset and both hot water heater and the furnace are working great. So we are very thankful. We woke up to 38-degree weather this morning. So having a heater tonight will be very welcome.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Pancake monster.
That's your pancake monster?
With my fingers.
Oh, gross. What are you gonna do now? You're gonna eat them?
The PTO keeps coming off. It's weird because it's handled a lot of rough terrain and it's coming off just on easy stuff right now.
There's something that's happening with this pin. Oh,
2. What are these 2?
Well, you could put there's a spot for another pin.
I think we might need a pin for that. So a PTO pin. What is that? Where'd you get that from?
I brought it with me.
What? Okay, you just happen to have that on you, seriously.
I grabbed it thinking I might need it.
Okay, well, let's utilize it and just see how long it'll last.
All right, guys, show me what you got here.
A ladder.
You built your ladder up into your tree fort. Well, how's it going up there? All right, so we're out here at the old cabin. I got Little Miss with me this morning. So our plan, I should say idea, I don't know if it's a full plan that's been formulated yet because it may not work. I have an idea to use this wood siding, to use these boards as like the fascia of the solar shed around the roof. And then my hope is to use, they had some of these old 2x4s, and they're true dimensional 2x4s. So they probably milled those themselves. I'm hoping to use these as the framing around the windows and the door. That's the goal right now, is to take these boards off, the inside and the outside for what I need. And we'll see if this works out. Ouch. Where it's coming from. Ow. Well, safety glasses doesn't protect me from head injury. Ow. Oh, got a big old knot.
That one spot or?
Yeah.
So the last board you're trying out had nails, and the nails fell right onto that
Alright, well, let's
spot.
start by cleaning it.
Ouch. You know. Ow. Should I keep this on? So we're rocking and rolling here. Keisha put a little pine salve and fresh aloe and some duct tape, and we're good to go. All right, so we got all the scrap wood from the old cabin, and then we're going to work on framing in these windows. This was my first attempt at the frame. We're gonna replace that with the other wood that we just got. This is the door we found at the Restore that we're hoping will work for the shed. And then I gotta redo the window. So I measured, let's just say my measurements were too exact. The opening for the window is the exact measurement of the window. So it fits barely until we added that flashing tape. So I'm gonna have to take the window out, the tape off, and then maybe use my Sawzall or use something to kind of widen the opening a little bit, just enough to be able to get the tape on and the window in. Anyway, we're working it out. All right, so I've got this first window framed, and now I'm going to caulk from the inside and the outside to seal it up.
Blah, blah, blah.
I did not say blah, blah, blah. All right, so I don't know if this is like a great idea or not, but what I'm doing to seal these old windows, you know, they're old and don't really have, you know, a proper window frame, but you know, I'm building it with these true 2x4s and leaving like a 2-inch gap. So then my plan is to use the caulking here, this overlap, and then push the window into that. Well, I have to admit defeat today. Sun is going down, my batteries are dead, tired, and my window won't fit. But don't worry, tomorrow is a new day. Well, it's been like 4 new days. And we're back at the window. So, you know, one of the great things about being an amateur is that you have the freedom to fail forward. And it's by making those mistakes that you learn, right? Well, I've never done windows before. Just trim the sides a little bit and see if I can get the window to fit. So that's what we're gonna do now, get this last window done. See, what I do when I don't have safety glasses is just close one eye. So if you look, so if you get something in your eye, you still have another good eye.
You need to give you the safety goggles.
I can't find them. They thought they were in the barn. You just close one eye and you're fine.
we put the top on?
We are really enjoying the sunlight today.
The little Japanese stir fry.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Little hibachi.
Tell me what'd you find?
Random metal items.
Sweet. So what was your plan?
I don't know. We're gonna like make something out of it.
Yeah. Salvage some of that stuff before we tear the shed down.
Yeah.
Cool.
Then probably need to wash it.
Okay. What you doing?
Well, I've been working on cleaning out the area where people drive through because that was getting really overgrown, and then trimming some of the really low-lying branches so that the tractor and stuff can get underneath it. And so far, this is what I've got.
All right. Well done, babe.
But we know that pruning is healthy for the.
Tell us more about pruning.
Well, pruning helps the plants or trees. Wow, bud. My goodness.
So Zach, Mom was just telling us about pruning.
When you prune a tree, it actually helps to bear fruit or grow better. Same with like herbs and stuff. It's better to go on the top than like the sides, because otherwise it'll just, whether it's a herb or a tree, it'll just shoot up, and then it actually produces less, and then the coverage makes it harder for the fruit to grow low because the coverage keeps the underneath from getting sunlight. So it will actually, as you cut the tops of trees or herbs, it will grow more out and flourish this direction, and it will produce, so when you cut here, it'll produce at least 2 or more. So it'll multiply.
It'll multiply.
Yeah.
So cutting off the things at the top will help the things at the bottom grow.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, so we're still working on cleaning out the old barn, and I want to give you kind of a snapshot of our plan here. So here we're going to put an actual door. That way it's easy access from the camper into the barn. So we're going to install a door there and then seal up these with more of the metal roofing. We're going to put a window over there, and then in the back will be our cooking area. Here on this wall, we're going to put the wood-burning stove. I'm hoping that'll be a good neutral location to heat the entire barn, because then over here towards the front we'll have our dining, and then just some chairs just to kind of sit and relax by the fire, and then we'll seal up the front. So that's kind of the plan in a nutshell. It's getting cold, so we're gonna need this space ASAP.
I've got a train.
All right.
So dusty.
Very dusty in here. We got the one, the only, Nana.
Oh boy. Nana is my mama.
All right.
Nana is helping us clean out the barn that we're going to utilize for the dining area.
Great job, ladies. We needed something to winterize the barn. We decided on a whole bunch of old glass doors that it might look ridiculous, because none of these doors match.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful. We're going to frame it in. It'll be beautiful.
We might try to make it look beautiful. but it's going to seal this up
It's just a temporary.
Yeah.
so that this becomes an indoor-outdoor living space. So, guys, hop out. Let's get these doors out of here.
Alright, so I have to be honest that composting toilets and toddlers don't go hand in hand very well. I realize that toddlers, no matter what toilet that it is, they don't go well together. There's always some sort of disaster or mess that you run into at any given point in toddlerhood. Today, Zach decided to check out just how a composting toilet goes together. So after he kind of fiddled around, apparently in the given time as Jacob and I were working together, he decided to move things around a little bit and then try to attempt to put it back. Just like if you were to take apart any sort of plumbing, if you don't put it back right, well, it's not gonna work out too well when it's utilized next. So he tried to put it all back and then decided to use the restroom. Needless to say, it went in other places than it was supposed to. So I'm now gonna take my afternoon and enjoy cleaning up a little bit. All right, after the dust settled, it wasn't as bad as I originally thought. I was able to get through it, not as big of a deal, thank goodness. But y'all know, y'all all know those toddler moments. We're all okay. Everybody is alive. We all love each other still, and we're moving forward. Our new winter barn. So we worked our tails off this week to get this all closed in for the winter so that we had an extra place for the family to be during the winter, to stay warm, give us some extra space. And so we just want to share that with you guys and show you around a little bit. This is the wall of glass doors. We just went to Habitat for Humanity and just grabbed some hodgepodge. We got the cheapest that we could find. We just knew we wanted glass so that we could see the sun could shine through and yet be closed in. So this space is gonna be for dining and for quiet time, for family games and stories to be read around the fire. And now with it closed off, it gets super warm. We're gonna start doing all of our cooking and everything in here. And pretty much just sleeping in the camper. But then this is our living space.
So we live in a pole barn.
We live in a pole barn and it's pretty epic, pretty amazing. So we're really excited.
Fancy.
This is a sweet space. What do you think,
A
Rick?
fancy fort.
A fancy fort. But it's coming together. It really is.
Yes it is.
As always, if you guys have any ideas, let us know in the comments below.
Thanks for watching. We love and appreciate you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye!
Bye.
Be blessed and be a blessing.
See ya.
See ya.